To paint your nail, start with the base coat. It will protect your nail from the stain of the nail polish. The one I'm using is by Sally Hansen, but you can use whatever base coat you own. So now I'm gonna paint my nail into white. The one I'm using is by Sally Hansen, number 21, White On. But again, you can use whatever white nail polish you own. Nothing fancy. I'm just gonna put on one thin coat, because it's just the base. It doesn't have to be that opaque. Then find a piece of plastic. I prefer plastic to paper, but you can use whatever you have. It's just something that you can hold the color and mix them. So the color I'm using is China Glaze Frostbite. So I'm just gonna drop some random drop. The next color is by Revlon. The color is number 410, Dreamer. All the nail polish I'm going to be using is blue tones, because that's what I want my flowers be. So the third color I'm going to be using is Smooth Sailing by Essie. And again, just drop some random drops. Nothing complicated. So the last color I'll be using is by L'Oreal's. It's their newest collection. This one is 510 Pepper Rosy Pleaser. So again, I'm gonna drop some random drops in the same piece of plastic. Like that. And don't worry if the dots mix to each other, because the whole point of doing this is creating that dimension of the flower's petals. So it's totally okay if the drops eventually connect to each other. So now you want to grab a thin brush and you're gonna draw the flowers. So I'm gonna use this brush, dip in the colors, and dip in multiple colors at once, and mix that colors and draw the petals. It really doesn't matter what shape is for the flowers, because it's not math. There's no right and wrong. Just have fun with it and draw whatever you want. And you really want to use multiple colors to draw one flowers, because that will give the flower more dimension. Just gonna add some texture into it and makes it look more vivid. So I'm gonna do this. For the size of my nail, probably 3 or 4 or 5 flowers will fit in. And I think that's the perfect amount of flowers. After you have all the flowers, you want to grab a thin green brush to draw the grass. The one I'm using is by Sinful Color, but you can also find them in dollar stores. So you're just gonna draw these lines to fill in between the flowers. There's really not a rule of which direction you have to go. Just fill in the spaces between the flowers, fill in the blanks, and make the whole design looks fuller, like that. And after the green grass, I would like to use a neon yellow to add some more texture into my grass. This one is Celtic Sun by China Glaze. And this step is totally optional. You can definitely skip it, but I would like to use it since I have this neon color and neon is so in this spring. So I'm just gonna use the same brush, dip in the yellow color, and then add on to my green grass. You can overlap on your green, or you can just draw lines right next to the green line. It really doesn't matter. It's up to you, whatever you think is more beautiful. I'd like my yellow overlap with the green for a little bit, and I also add on the yellow, the white spaces. I think it's gorgeous. Now I'm gonna grab a neon orange and a yellow brush to add on the center of flowers. I'll start with the yellow. I'll draw dots at the center of the flowers. And then I'm gonna use the orange to add on the yellow. And again, you can either overlap on the yellow or you can let the yellow speak out. It's really up to you. I like neon orange because it's so in for the spring. And here's the design. Last but not least, put on your favorite top coat. It will secure the design from smearing and helps it dry faster, and also give you a glossy finish. And now you're done. This is the finished look. And this new design is inspired by this beautiful, beautiful spring. I love spring. And who doesn't? Enjoy.